Hey guys, welcome back to the advanced guide. This video is going to be discussing the fractal nature of the market. Alright, this is a super important topic, as you'll notice that a lot of these setups and structural formations and PD arrays form on every single time frame. Right? They could even be opposing each other. Let's say we've got a bearish 15-minute dealing range. Sorry, I can't speak English today. A bearish 15-minute dealing range. All right. And within that, on the way up, we could have a 1 minute bullish dealing range. All right, so the market is fractal. So let me just show you. It's not that complicated. All right, I'm just gonna build a candle for you guys here. All right, so let's say this is our 1 hour candle, a bullish candle. Let's make it green. Okay. So I'm sure you guys are aware of how these candles form. All right, so these bullish candles open here. All right, this is the low of the bullish candle. This is the high of the bullish candle, and this is where it closes. Okay, so it looks something like this. Open, low, high, close. Okay, so this 1 hour candle, all right, can be broken down into, let's say, the 1 minute chart over here. All right, it opens up, goes down, comes up, and goes back down. All right, so this occurs with every single candle. This is how every single candle forms. The candles are only a representation of the way price moves within a specific time period. All right, so this could even be like a weekly candle. All right, and it might look something like this on the 4 hour chart. Or this could be a monthly candle. And this is what it would look like on the daily chart. All right, the market's fractal. Even the 1 minute candle. All right, this is what it will look like on the seconds chart. All right, so the market does have a fractal nature. All right, so sometimes you might be seeing me talk about stop hunts, where let's say there's a candle here. All right, it comes up to a PD array over here. Where's my POI box? Yep. So let's say the candle comes up to here. All right, comes back down, leaving a nice wick. All right, and the second candle comes up and touches this level. All right, that's a fractal stop hunt. Why? Because this swing high is rated, all right, fractally, if you get what I'm saying. So although this might not look like a swing high, if you go down deeper into the lower time frames, this is actually a swing high. I'll get into the charts. I'll show you guys what I mean by that. But what's important to know that is that price is fractal. Okay. Now, it's important not to be confused on the overall narrative of the chart where price is delivering to. I see a lot of traders, especially new traders, they just hop on the 1 minute chart and have no idea what's going on. See like a random market structure shift in the middle of nowhere, take a trade off this FVG, all right, and then just get absolutely shit on because they have no idea what's happening. All right, the market is fractal. You got to look at the higher time frames. You got to look at the lower time frames. You got to look at how everything is essentially building a story. Okay, very cliche. There's hundreds of people who talk about this, but it is true. It's very important. All right, so let's hop into the charts. I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. All right, guys, we're on the charts here. This is what I mean by fractal. All right, a fractal swing high. So let's hop onto the daily chart. Might be easier to see. All right, we'll just pick a candle in the middle of nowhere. All right. Something more recent. Here, this candle here. All right, so I'm going to mark it with my highlighter. you'll notice this point. All right, we're also going to mark a little box around it. Okay, so that little replay tool here. Hopping into the 1 hour chart, you can see that this is a swing high. It's pretty obvious now that you hop into a lower time frame. That little wick is actually a swing high on a lower time frame. Right? 15-minute chart, even more obvious. Right? 1 minute, you know, even more obvious. You know what I mean? Like that little wick on the daily chart is a full swing high on another time frame. Now, because the market's fractal, even this point here, all right, is a swing high. Well, it technically is, so that's a shit example. Let's find another candle. This one in the middle of nowhere. All right, this candle right here. That is a swing high on the 1 second chart. You might be on Seki, that doesn't really matter, does it? Well, that's up to interpretation. All right, I use fractal stop hunts, fractal breaks, fractal market structure shifts even. You know, let's say there's an order block here. All right, price trades under it and in the same candle comes back up. I'm willing to take that trade short if I've stacked up my confluences. All right, because I understand that this is a fractal order block and price is likely to respect it. Okay. So yeah, let's hop into an example of a dealing range with fractals. Okay. So let's see, hop onto the hour chart maybe. See if we can find something nice. All right, bearish dealing range from here to here on the 1 hour chart. All right, I'm going to mark that in red for you. Now, if we hop into the 1 minute, all right, what do we see in here? This is a bullish dealing range from this level all the way up to this level. Right, within that 1 hour bearish dealing range, there's a bullish dealing range. All right, so price is always doing something, and it's fractal. It's always going to be fractal. You can always go into a lower time frame. You can always go into a higher time frame. All right, but what we want to focus on is the story of the higher time frame, where things are actually moving towards. Okay, and then we only refine that through the lower time frames to optimize our entries. All right, that's the purpose of using the fractal market. All right, so there's another example. This order block. All right, if we plan to take short off this order block, all right, targeting, you know, this imbalance here. Look at that. That's fantastic risk to reward there. 0.44. So what do? We go into the lower time frames. Where's a better place to enter? You know, it could be this PD array, you know, this imbalance, this PD array. Right, you can go even lower. 1 minute now. Where's the best entry here? All right. So instead of having, you know, a shitty 0.4 risk to reward, you can find a more optimized entry on the lower time frames. All right, this is why we don't trade, you know, random market structure shifts in the middle of nowhere without first establishing, you know, our overall narrative. Sorry, our overall narrative. All right. So yeah, that's essentially how I use the fractal market. Don't really need a trade example because I'm sure you guys are aware I already trade on the 1 minute. It's as low as you can get, almost. But yeah, that's it for today. It's a pretty simple lesson. Hope you guys enjoyed it nonetheless, but see you in the next video.